All right. So let's do our updates. And right now we're in week 11. And so tonight will be the last lecture for our third exam, which is our last exam. It's not really a final, it's not like at the end. Um, but uh, you'll get all your exams done by week 13. And the plan was that you'll be able to get the exams done earlier than when all of your big projects are due for all of your other classes. So that should free up some time for you, hopefully. It also gives you time because I'll have them graded in 1 week. You will have a week to fix anything if like something goes horribly wrong. You'll still have time to fix it. Not a lot of time, but you will have time to fix it. Um, so I think that's a positive thing. So tonight we're going to talk about family systems. We're going to watch our student video after the lecture. Um, and then next week, we're going to go over the exam, which might take a while because I will allow you to ask me questions about how to answer things we can process, the various theories by asking me questions. Um, and and then the lecture next week will just be on solution focused therapy. Solution focused therapy is a very short theory, um, and it will not be on the exam because it's so short. Um, I think it's a valuable theory. I just don't think it goes into a lot of depth. I think it's good for, um, uh, I guess, situational issues, mild relational issues, um, just not deep therapy, basically. But so, you know, we'll have plenty of time to go over the exam and a shorter lecture on solution focused therapy. I did include an article that I co-wrote in your notes on solution focused therapy that outlines the whole theory for you uh, and applies it to group therapy. Um, let's see. And then week 13, the exam will be due exactly like it was before. You'll have a week to write it. It'll be due before class because we'll go over it in class, that next class, week 13. Um, and we'll go over the entire exam next week. We don't need to go over it tonight. But you already know the questions. You probably already know the answers. So just a matter of writing it up. Um, let's see what else. Oh, and the last exam, you should be, uh, fixing any errors, adding anything that was missing, and getting that into me, preferably today, so I could have your grade in for that one before you hand in the next exam, before I have to grade the next exam, or before you have to write the next exam. So, if not already, soon, please. You already have all the answers to that. You've got the sample exam from other students now. You have all of the outline that I posted with your feedback. And you have my lecture on exam instructions. So with the combination of those three things, including my notes and lectures on each theory, you should have plenty to make those corrections and hand it in so you can get full credit. So that's our goal. Success is our goal, and having an appropriate understanding or mastery knowledge of the basic theories. All right. And so that takes us up to week 13. And when we go over that exam, um, I'll also talk about Jungian and narrative therapy that night. So week 12 and week 13, the week I hand out the exam and the week you hand it in, will be more contemporary theories. Jungian's not, but narrative is very contemporary. Week 14, we've got, I will put up a video for that Tuesday class. So the week of Thanksgiving, Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I took a personal day that day because there was so much confusion and I didn't want there to be any problems if we didn't have a face-to-face or a Zoom class. But I will be posting a video and some readings for that Tuesday. So you will be getting, but there won't be any Zoom, there won't be any face-to-face the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And then the very last week, week 15, final papers are due before that class, that Tuesday class. And and then my goal is if you're able to be online or face to face, you all can just kind of take turns and share your papers and maybe some unique things you found out. We'll also be going over what goes into the paper. We'll do that week 13, so you'll have 2 weeks to write it. That should be plenty of time. The papers are not like the exams. The paper is all basically talking about yourself. Why do you like a certain theory? What theory are you choosing? What are your personal characteristics that you already have of an effective counselor? What characteristics do you still need to work on? So it's, as long as you find some references and write about each of the sections, it's impossible to go wrong with that paper. You're talking about yourself. So can't be a lot of criticism on that. And, I like that because since it's the last day of class, you really won't have time to fix the paper, but you shouldn't have to. It should be fine. And there's no class final week. There's nothing due finals week, but it is there in case somebody has an emergency, still needs to hand something in. But even if you need to hand something in because of an emergency, and I'm not talking just saying, can I have extra time? It's got to be like an emergency. And just to be fair to all the other students, and things, even late things, will be due that Tuesday of finals week, which is the same day as class would be. The other thing I want to say is if you didn't do a discussion board, make it up. Go ahead and do it. I'll give you credit for it. So if for some reason you missed a discussion board, go ahead and do the discussion board. I'd rather you do it, than not. So go ahead and do the discussion boards. During finals week, as I'm looking through everything, I go back, I look at every single week, every assignment, every exam, just to see if anybody made up anything. So if you do a discussion board tonight, I'll look at it finals week and give you credit for it if it's one you missed. So that's kind of our calendar until the end of the semester. Yeah, Shelley.
Yeah, Professor, if we handed something in back on the earlier discussions, but they didn't get graded, is that something we should email you about? Like, I have grades for all the ones after it, but there was one that I didn't get a grade for that was submitted. And so I just wasn't sure if I should message that to you, or is that just something you'll see on your own? Because it was in.
Yeah, there's one week when K-Crep visited that I didn't grade.
Oh, okay, great, great.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So
Professor.
no, everybody's missing one week, so I still have to make that up.
Okay, great. Thank
But
you.
I think I got them all but that 1 week. What else? Any questions about the semester or the timeline or expectations? All right. So basically, if you missed anything, just fix it. All right.